Hey, I'm Scotty, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to sketch faces looking up and down using my really loose and impressionistic sketching technique with ink and watercolor. So before we go into sketching these two examples here, I want to go through some theory. So normally when we're sketching a front view, a 3/4 view or a side view, we have to break that face into 3 equal parts. And then the facial features will be in correct proportion. So what happens if that person is looking up or down? So for the side view, it's actually exactly the same. We still have those 3 proportions. If we go to 3/4 view, where it's turning towards us just slightly, you can see that roughly the proportions are the same. But if you'd measure them exactly, you'd see that there's a little bit of perspective going on. Then when you go to front view here, you see when they're looking up and down, those proportions change dramatically. And this is due to foreshortening. Now we've done the theory, let's go and sketch some of these references. So we're going to start by sketching this lady here looking down. So let's put 2 dots on the width of the head there. So just 2 points here. Now we can use that to do the main shapes, like this shape of the hair here. Hairline here, we go up. Now we want to do the shape of the face. Almost the same height down as well. Now we come down both sides here and make sure we have a nice V shape. We have our face shape. We can move on to the neck and the clothing. Down this way, and then that's the shoulder. Some nice big braids, collar there. And that is the main shapes we have for the portrait. Now we're getting into the proportions of the facial features, which is the most important step for making that face look like it's going down. And instead of drawing lines across the face, which you can't get rid of, let's use our dot method. And right into the middle there and put 2 dots. So that should be just a bit higher from halfway. Looks like about right. And then down below here for the nose. So first step with the face is the eyebrows. And then the bottom of the nose. One width there. Put a little line for the middle. So the eyes are normally between the nose, bottom of the nose, and the brow, 2/3 up. But because we're looking down, they're right up in the corner here. The width of an eye is the same width as those 2 dots, so we go across that same width. And there. Let's put an arc going down. The eyelashes. So the mouth is usually 2/3 up from the bottom of the chin to the nose. The way that the mouth sits on the face, it doesn't go up as high as the eyes do. So just a very thin top lip there. Let's do the glasses. So I'll put a dot here and here. It's either side of the nose, and then on this side too. So we should have 4 dots for the glasses. Glasses in the middle. Just cuts the eye there. Now we've done all the main lines. I want to adjust it just slightly and add some detail. Try and get these braids right. You can really see that she's looking down, and that's what really helped those proportions. Very light wash here of burnt sienna, so just splash it on here. And because it has blonde sections, maybe we can actually start with yellow ochre. I'll start here, and then I'm adding in the burnt umber, so this is making it interesting. Payne's grey into there. And then the shirt we have ultramarine, nice broad stroke down here. We're using rose. So shadows, usually I make them the purple lake or light purple against the forehead. Like that. Especially in here, dark right in the corners there. Bottom of the nose, the top lip would be in shadow. Lighter, broader shadow across this side of the face. On the side of the hair here. So white reflections. You can start at the top here where the bridge of the glasses is. Adds a little glints just on the bottom edge of that black line there for the glasses. And a few flicks through the hair. Now we're going to move on to sketching the man looking up, and this is the harder view because of the features like the eyes, looking up into the nose, all the angles. It's very, very difficult. Like the other sketch, we start with 2 dots as our anchor points. So you've got the 2 dots like that. Lines around his hair that come down. And that's a hair shape. So now we'll find the shape of the face. So I've approximately placed those dots there, the same height again. We'll come down this way a little bit, straight down like that. and then straight down, angle in, get this line there, and there's another line like that. So we have those blue lines there to split the face up, but we have now, instead of the forehead being the longest part of this proportion, it is the bottom here between the nose is the longest proportion. And put 2 dots, and that'll be the bottom of the nose. Across, and then down this way. And let's draw the nostrils first though. This way, and then down. Now the eyes, and then across again, this way. Now see the iris is slightly more, the circle is cut off on the top and the bottom, but it's slightly more shifted to the top. So let's move on to the lips now. In the middle there first. Now the ears. It's a very important feature on this sketch to make it look like he's looking up. Ear is actually about there. Just near that bottom lip down there. Comes out a bit and then comes in and then round. Now I add a light watercolour on the top of the line work, and I have my round 12 brush again using burnt sienna. Bring that paint down. We'll get some yellow ochre for the blonde hair. Nice broad strokes with some white showing burnt umber through there. He's just got the blush that comes across there. And we'll go for Purple Lake again for the shadows. So add a shadow across this way. Add a second coat here to make it darker. Just under there. Nostrils. Now with our Posca pen again, let's add some highlights. There, that's a great highlight. And then on the lips, dot there. So that's how I sketch faces looking down and up. I hope that was helpful. If you want the full version with no cuts, you can find that over on Patreon with a whole lot more fundamentals tutorials there as well for portraits. And you can post your work there in the community and ask me any questions you like. Otherwise, there's another YouTube video right here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.